2 years before the creation of DuoLife, we met with Piotr Pasiga at dinner and talked about how we really need to create something different, something great. I remember the moment when it all started, like a coincidence of many circumstances, as if someone somewhere up there was saying, "This is going to happen. DuoLife is going to be created." This is what motivates us to do something extraordinary, something unique, something that has no equivalent in the world. There was never any mediocrity in DuoLife, so never either will be. The first thing we wrote down was the mission and vision. And that's the phenomenon of this venture, that we didn't start it with how much we would earn. We had a very deep need to take care of people, creating something completely different, unique, something in what people will feel safe in, what they will feel safe in well, in which they will be able to fully develop, with one caring for them. We tried to create a model that would be an answer to what will happen in the future.
Odpowiedzią na to, co będzie działo się w przyszłości.
Of course, we wanted DuoLife to be there from the very beginning, such a beautiful building. I would call it a palace. Imagine a palace with 3 entrances: health, development, business. Because people have different needs, and the more needs they have, we will satisfy the more people we reach. We will create greater strength. But again, values and ethics are very important everywhere. These moments, the first months, the first years, caused that the 4 of us had to learn to work together. There can't be 4 captains, each pulling the other side, because we won't get anywhere. It was turbulent at first.
Było burzliwie, ale my się docierali.
We were looking for a common path. We were looking for common solutions. We were looking for a common language. And we based on values.
I oparliśmy się na wartościach.
And values, trust, honesty, respect, man in the spotlight, ethics, these were the pillars on which we built. And it helped tremendously. Now for me, what has been created is not only friendship. It is a strong organization and full of trust to guys, to each other.
Zaufanie do chłopaków, do siebie nawzajem.
And this feeling of feeling safe in this environment, I feel safe in this group, among them. And I think they feel safe too. Certainly what we do with each other, not on each other. Because the entire DuoLife community, all club members who they joined over the years, they were supposed to have the same emotions, the same thing feeling, and at the same time such certainty and security that we do business with each other, not on each other. There are some people I must mention here. This is Łukasz Koladzic and Norbert Warzysinski. Those are the 2 people we actually started this one with, a project where they didn't even know the name of the company, let alone they joined it. They mentally joined in. Through trust they joined because they have never been disappointed with us. And the whole DuoLife story began. The first products, first supplements. I remember the first moment when we met PhD Kardaz, and when I listened to him talk about DuoLife day and night. It was an amazing feeling. I couldn't sleep at night when I imagined the world will be happier. People will live long, healthy lives, in happiness and love. It was an amazing feeling that gave me such a drive willingness to act. When we started, it turned out that the system was ready for a party of 50, 100, 200 people. But this is what happened to us at the start. When the servers stopped overloaded, our presentation stopped showing, and the number of people registered on the first day was several thousands. This infrastructure simply couldn't handle it. And here, on the one hand, there was a reason for great celebration. But on the other hand, we had a moment when we said, now you have to handle it all. Now you have to handle this one pack and ship the product. And there are many more orders than we expected. I felt that what I was doing was different.
To, co robimy, jest inne.
First, we combine solutions from different business models. Most importantly, and this is very subtle but crazy important, it is the man in the spotlight as the highest value. This is the DNA of the organization, the DNA of soft marketing. I said, okay, that sounds great, let's call it soft marketing. I went to the guys about it. Ultimately, the whole concept caught on and stuck accepted. Now we have the name soft marketing on Wikipedia. What's cool is that always in the past and also today, when we had some need, some desire, built on good intentions, then solutions appeared. This was the case with Asia and Beata, who appeared on ours way, because we knew that we wanted to accompany the leaders in development, and not doing incidental training, detached from current needs. And the thought that arose at the very beginning was not to take it trainers from outside if the trainer is inside the organization and observes how the organization develops what it is able to do, select tools and appropriate training methods for organization development. One of the first interesting events was the event at Dojo Stara Wieś. It was a unique meeting where many things happened. Then we met Asia Gadaniak. We met Beata Kapsiewicz. Many leaders who went with us to this event are still with us today. It was a truly amazing event to be at, about 70, 80 people. For us then, it was a gigantic event. I remember when we organized the first events when we couldn't afford to be as large as we are now. These were not events of this scale. They were events of several dozen people. Then every few dozen more people we were happy about. It was a moment when we had no agency or full staff of people. All this was done by our hands and the hands of several of our employees. So these events looked like this. We arrived earlier and prepared everything at the event. I played music and so on. So these were moments that cost a lot of effort. We were driving in tight suits and the whole car was full of gadgets, mugs, products, carpets, walls, banners, roll-ups.
Kubkami, produktami, dywanami, jakimiś ściankami, banerami, roll-upami.
It was like that you arrived in the morning or the day before. Everything was getting ready and no one saw it. Then we went to our rooms, took a quick shower and changed our clothes, beautiful suits, and we later performed on these stages. This energy, immersing yourself in this energy of the company, this organization, this passion, knowledge, it was amazing. I remember such a story. A certain couple, our leaders, directors. I won't give names, it's better not to. I remember that they left the hotel excitedly after graduating from LDS. After some time, half an hour, they come back. I remember that flowing hair. We forgot about our son. The son stayed at the hotel, and they completely forgot about him. They went home. Later, events began to appear that were enjoyed, becoming more and more popular. International events began to emerge. BDS kickoff began to take place in other countries. Today it looks a little different. And it's nice to come to TFT and see 5, 6 or more thousands of people, entire service, professional graphic design, professional stage, sound, light. This is why there is a huge amount of people and commitment. Looking through the prism of the energy that is generated there, at the prevailing mood and the sense of solidarity community that is created in DuoLife, it absolutely is unique. Every company in the world can envy us this. Organization of the first manager's trip. It was after a few years, but not really until then the first managers appeared. It wasn't like now where managers showed up after 10 days, 2 weeks, a month. It was quite a long process. It took quite a few years to get first people to the position of manager. Recently we were at an event in Turkey. Once there were, if I remember correctly, about 40 people. Now there were almost 500 people. 3 planes were chartered and they flew on these planes DuoLife club members. Someone may say, I can afford it, I'll go for it holidays. But traveling with such a community of people, with such people, positive thinkers, that's something what you can't really buy.
I tak dalej, to jest coś, czego tak naprawdę nie da się kupić.
Is supplementation important? Of course. Because today these environmental pollution, chemicals in food, all that what is happening around us causes us not to deliver the body with appropriate nutritional values. Therefore they need to be replenished. All our products are guided by one principle. All products must be of the highest quality possible quality in its class. And in fact, this has been unwavering throughout the decade. We are constantly looking, refining, correcting if anything requires improvement. This year is in full swing in this respect, because we are introducing the Pro line to the market with great success. The answer to what's new in cosmetics, medicine, supplementation is new. What has changed? And with this, we are implementing this with incredible courage.
I z taką niesamowitą odwagą, myślę, to wprowadzamy.
And I am convinced that our club members will love the new one's product versions.
Pokochają nowe wersje produktów.
Handing over the first car to Derek Mietlicki was such an important situation for me. And Derek, greetings to you from here. It was a unique situation because before, I used this car for a few months. Today, hundreds of cars were delivered.
setki.
Some club members already have their fifth or sixth new one car. Of course, one is happy and has the satisfaction that he drives a good car. But for me, it gives me more satisfaction is when it is received by a person who has been there for a month, 2 or 5 months ago, joined the DuoLife club, and then performed certain tasks, understood the compensation plan, and suddenly picks up a car with a beautiful red bow near the office.
I nagle odbiera pod biurem samochód z czerwoną, piękną kokardą.
And this is a phenomenon. A really huge number of these cars have already been given away. A huge number of working hours, sleepless nights, resulted in a fantastic new logo that appeared at the last, April TFT.
Się na ostatnim kwietniowym TFT.
And it actually started the rebranding stage, which probably, it will take some time because replacing all the products is quite a long process. We are incredibly proud of it, because it is a logo that from local logo now gives such enormous international strength.
Lokalnego daje taką ogromną międzynarodową siłę.
I think there are relatively few such rebrandings in the world, not many, so accurate, which will 100% translate into growth recognition on the global market and a top position brand in our segments around the world.
Oraz pozycję topowej marki w naszych segmentach na świecie.
DuoLife is a history that was written by histories. This story is being written all the time. It's not like a closed book. It's not like if someone goes into business today, he has it worse than someone who came in before. It's definitely better considering what's in DUO now and what it will be in 2, 5, 10 years. 10 years have passed and the intention remains the same. Still the man in the spotlight? All things are done with this in mind, provide value in the long term in order to win in the long term, not only in European markets, but also in markets world.
Terminowo wygrywać nie tylko na rynkach europejskich, ale na rynkach światowych.
And these many changes that are happening today are happening with they think about what awaits us.
Co nas czeka? I jesteśmy
We are 100% sure that they will bring the intended effect and will bring enormous success to both individuals and the entire organization.
poszczególnym osobom, jak i całej organizacji.
And that's what's cool is that we're still in the process of development. It's a never-ending game. There is no end here, because a new country enters, a new language enters, new currency, new continent.
Tak.
There is no boredom. I am convinced that DuoLife is a complete business that gives everyone the same chances and opportunities. It's just a matter of whether someone gives themselves the chance to reach it for more.
Żeby sięgnąć po więcej,
If someone watched this footage and said,
oglądałby ten materiał i stwierdziłby, że
I think I would like to do something more in life, then when, if not now?
kiedy jak nie teraz.
We have one life, time passes inexorably. That's why I invite you to reach for your dreams with DuoLife. For everything you do every day, be unique.
To wszystko, co powoduje, że później można powiedzieć, że ten każdy dzień jest wyjątkowy. No bo
This is undoubtedly the case with DuoLife, and it is beautiful.
to jest piękne.